am so disappointed in episode 2 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. When I say that episode was such a snooze fest, I literally had to watch the episode twice just to really get some type of idea of what the hell was going on. Everything was so confusing. So this video is going to be really short. I got my notes here. Let's get into it. Number 1, let's go ahead and start with the elephant in the room. There are way too many cast members. I feel like a lot of these women are just literally collecting a check, and Bravo really needs to, if they really want the season to continue to work, they need to let some of these people go. Like Angela, number 1, and Kelli, number 2. A lot of these women don't have a storyline. I feel like, as I predicted, this season, Porsha is going to carry the season on her back. And I really want to see more of course, Porsha and her relationship with Sway. But I want to see a lot more of freaking Frack. That would really make the season like really funny, lighthearted, because I just love them two together. But honestly, Bravo really needs to reevaluate some of the cast members and really let them go back to their regular scheduled lives. And it's so crazy because you guys watched my recap of episode 1 and I said, wow, whoever, you know, did the casting for this did an amazing job. But I feel like they really dropped the ball with episode 2. Like when I tell you, episode 2 was so fucking boring, it's crazy. Now Pinky Cole sat down with her husband and I actually really liked this segment because I always wondered, how did Pinky Cole and her marriage hold up where you have two successful entrepreneurs in the same, you know, industry, both in the hospitality industry? And I wondered, how did their marriage, you know, hold up with Dave's cheesecake or cheesesteak, whatever business he got. But his business is very successful. And I wonder, how did their marriage hold up when you have one partner whose business is thriving and doing well, he's opened up different locations, and then you have another person whose business is failing, went into bankruptcy, opening too many locations, and the locations aren't doing good, and the money is looking a little funny. You got a lot of mismanagement. So I was really curious on how that affected their marriage, and I love the fact that they talked about it. I love the fact that they gave us a little sneak peek into the details of that, and I'm so glad that they worked it out. Moving on to Kelli's dog. I think Kelli was using all that money to open up that restaurant that she just said fuck the damn dog, and the dog was looking so drunk and disheveled. I'm not gonna lie, I was just looking like, what the hell is wrong with the damn dog? Nonetheless, K.Michelle and her husband, I've heard so many rumors about K.Michelle's husband when they were looking at houses. And one thing I noticed is, like, they went to go see a real estate agent. They said, oh, they like the house and they got the key. It does not work that way, obviously, when you go buy a house. Did y'all see the scene where they showed how K.Michelle and her husband, they went to the courthouse to get married? He did not seem enthused or excited or anything. Is he not making any money in Atlanta? Because he works at his, you know, father's dentistry and he needs clients in Atlanta. How is that going? I'm really confused with that, but I'm not seeing any real chemistry between the two. Now, when K.Michelle had the incident with her, you know, illegal butt shots that she had her assistant there. But I'm like, why wouldn't your husband be there? Like, that's something very important. You're being rushed to the hospital and the only person that is there is your assistant, not your husband. The only thing that really saved this episode for me was Porsha introducing Sway Baby. I'm so here for this. When I tell you, I'm so heavily invested in this. I want this to work out. First of all, Sway is fine. Sway is fine as hell. Sway looks better than, if you took all the men Porsha ever dated and put them together, Sway looks better than every last one of them. Sway is such a business woman. She's a boss. She's about her bag. You're in a relationship with a woman. It's a lot different than being in a relationship with a man. So I hope that Porsha gives us a little sneak peek into their dynamic. I don't want to see them on there arguing, having relationship drama. No, I want to see fun, lighthearted. Now the scene that had me like a little, Porsha introduced Sway. And Drew was like, oh yeah, I forgot what she said. But it gave the impression that she wanted to do that. And Porsha was like, girl, I don't know what you waiting for or whatever. I don't know what you hiding for. And let me tell you, I'm a firm believer. Drew Sidora is part of the LGBTQ plus community. Either she the L or she the B. But she's definitely in the community. And I'm like, girl, just live your life. Be who you are. But I like to say,
be who you are. Pride, don't hide.
she really needs to be who she is. So I caught that. I'm like, Drew, we can all see you love women. You want to be with a woman. Like, let it go, girl. Be done with Ralph. Be done with the guy you was on FaceTime with. And have you a woman. Girl, you live in Atlanta, baby. Like, who cares? Episode 3 is coming out. And I really hope that episode 3 is going to wow me. So I can come back to you guys with some better recaps. We're going to get into K.Michelle. K.Michelle was always like a curvy woman. But I remember when she went and got those butt injections, her ass just fucking exploded. She would go and lie and say she didn't get no work done, her butt is real. And I'm like, girl, your butt is not a damn real, because if I woke up and my ass looked like that, I'm going to the doctor because something is wrong. Down the line, she did come out and confess that she did get illegal butt injections. She didn't get a BBL, she got butt shots, like the ones you do. Not saying she did it, but the ones you get done in the hotel. She talked about how she had to get it reduced, all the complications with her butt. And she went to the Country Music Awards to honor a black country artist who's a legend. And she was just saying how when she got up, lower half was just super soaked. And when she told that story, the first thing I could think of was,
oh my God, I couldn't imagine the smell.
It really brings us into the truth about getting these body augmentations. It is not needed. I am not going to undergo any type of surgery and be under any unnecessary anesthesia unless the surgery is life or death. You will not ever see me get no BBL. Number one, they don't look like how they should. Number two, I don't want to attract no BBL lemon type men. I feel like BBLs really be attracting dusty men. 3, I don't want my BBL to be stanking, because there's rumors that they be stank. And then 4, a lot of women that get BBLs, when you see them on social media, they look good on social media. Sometimes they look bad on social media and they look even worse in person. But I knew this girl who had a BBL. She had like 3 rounds. And I feel like every round it just got botched and botched. And I remember I seen her with no clothes on. And all I seen was dents and craters all in her ass. But if you go to her Instagram, you'd be like, damn, this shit look good. But in person with no clothes on, it really don't. And I'm a firm believer that BBLs look better when you're bent over, twerking, or you bent over because you're about to get fucked. That's just my opinion. K.Michelle's in the hospital room and her doctor's basically saying you have a reinfection. I really felt bad for her. She just started crying about how she regret getting it done and doing it to her body, and it overall messed up her body, and she was perfectly fine. I hope they release the shackles of the girls that gotta get BBLs, because I never understood the whole concept. That honestly was the end. I'm genuinely wishing K.Michelle the best, because she's been going through years of surgery. That is all I have. I told you I was gonna be a quick video. When I say I'm so disappointed in Real Housewives, Bravo, what the fuck is going on? Now the people been in the comments on my TikTok arguing me down, say, oh, this season is trash, this shit is horrible, they need to just cancel the season, they need to wrap it up. I'm over there defending the franchise. And then so we're gonna go watch episode 3, and hopefully I come back with a better recap. I know what y'all think. Are y'all feeling this episode? Who do y'all want to see more of? Who do y'all want to see get the fuck off the show? For me, Kelli need to go. For me, Angela need to go. It really just need to be the freaking Frack show, where we just see Porsha and Phaedra have fun with each other, go on fun trips, adventures. We see get a deep into their personal life, where they're like, you know, dating and their relationships, and then that's it. Bravo needs to do that. The freaking Frack show, baby, I will watch that, because they're a good key. And also, one thing I can say is I love that Porsha is having fun, and Porsha don't give a fuck about what people think. And I love the fact that she is just authentically herself. So that's all I got. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.